Among the parallel universes and infinite Earths, there exists a world where Steve Trevor passed the Isle of Themyscira and instead found refuge aboard an Allied forces ship, where a technical difficulty prevented a show from proceeding as scheduled, sending the Wayne family home early, and where the last son of Krypton was yet to arrive. While there are important details, the story about to unfold is the dawn of something spectacular.
All right. Issue 4, we return to the scene of our troop. I don't remember if you have a name just yet, but Green Lantern, the Golden Avenger, and remind me what cell goes
just
by?
at the moment, it's the Saint at the minute.
Yes, that's right, the Saint. Have found themselves deep inside the hive, which has taken up in the former Legion of Doom headquarters. They were brought before the Queen Bee, discussed things very briefly before Queen Bee decided that they need to be part of the hive. And she called for the fluid to wash over them and make them see that they want to be part of the hive. All right. And so you were surrounded by 6 mooks that really Sal felt like posed no threat to you because of his sizing up intuition. But there are plenty of other drones that are in this royal chamber before the queen. And from one of the sides, we'll say on the eastern side of the room, there are some people that are shuffling with a cauldron of some fluid that are making their way towards you.
Okay, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is, as soon as I see they've got the cauldron of fluid, my little kind of domino mask that I have to hide my identity kind of flows out and forms itself into like a World War II gas mask over my face.
Okay, that looks cool. I can get with that. All right.
And it'll be all right, boys. Time to give these hoses a knuckle sandwich, and I'll form 2 indigo knuckle dusters on my fists.
So, all right, and in response to what he just did, and my new power shield, page 47, 1 AP, I'm going to armor up. My shield will look like armor on me, not quite Iron Man, and it'll still be a rocket pack on the back though. It's just basically going to be like the same glowy helmet, but it's just going to look a little more futuristic, and it's just going to be mystical-ish armor, glowy.
Okay,
yellow.
All right.
Yellow,
all right.
gold.
And you were absolutely.
Do I spend the 118 now or when it gets used physically?
If you're manifesting it now, then I would subtract it now. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I will say that the voice that has bothered or at least made itself known to you is saying to you, if you surrender me to that regent, I will do what I can to ensure you have a painless death.
Or I can ensure that we don't have any death.
Your funeral.
Yours too.
Which page is your shield, Derek?
If I go.
I think it's page 46 or something.
Yeah, I thought you said page 46.
47.
Oh, 47.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I say to the obnoxious voice in my head, I say, if I go, I'm taking you with me, all mockingly.
Oh, it'll do a heckling kind of a chuckle. Okay.
Like is it amused with my smartassism, or is it Or
I
is
think
he?
so. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I can't do a justice, but this whole time I'm trying to paint a um, a Darth Sidious type of character inside your mind. That the way this guy's speaking. This thing is yes, yes, yes. There we go.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm. Absolutely. All right, my friends. Don Juan, the other two are springing into defensive mode. I suppose you have a moment to react or plan.
Yeah, I'm going to throw up my shield also. That's actually really cool shit. I don't know why I didn't see that under wards. That's more of the Green Lantern normal shield. Like, but when they're actually like putting up their shield, like, and to protect other people also is the one that I've got. I'm going to have to get this one also just because. Maybe. That's awesome. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to throw up my shield and my new power, Kindle. So I'm going to start setting things on fire, just like, a little blowtorch type out there and, keep them away. Bees don't like
Oh,
fire.
you're putting a barrier between the.
I'm putting up a shield around myself. So it's not actually touching my skin like Derek's would. It's outside of my skin. And if I need to, I could bring, anybody else into it too, just in case.
Nice.
But, what do you call it? Yeah. But also just the fire. So.
Okay, so like a dome. I'm trying to.
Yeah, well, it can lift me up to 3 meters off the ground also.
Wow.
So
That's
that
cool.
I'm up. Just I'm up. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not a level 1 power, it's a level 4 power, this one, mine. So excuse me, actually up to 10 meters off the ground, and it's got 20 hit points instead of just
That's
the 3.
fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, but I had to
Okay.
get 4 things beforehand.
So it's a complete sphere of protection.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I feel like you are sufficiently protected from the stuff. So the queen.
I'm so protected it says Trojan at the bottom of mine.
I'm
The
so
queen.
protected. Mine says not getting any.
Celibate.
I don't think I can top that. I'm going in unprotected.
Hey,
I'm going. Sorry, I
by
should
the
say.
way,
I'm going in bareback.
Did you guys
Sorry.
know that every single condom actually has a serial number on them?
No.
I
Makes
guess you
sense.
guys never had to roll them down that far.
Oh.
Ah!
Fantastic. Well played.
You're welcome, because I know everybody's going to start using that.
God damn it. Yeah, definitely.
Use it on your buddy in your next show.
Yeah. Oh, sure. I'll use it. Oh, dear. I'll catch Sam out with it. Yeah. Fantastic. Do we? I can't remember. Do we do initiative in this, or how are we? How are we doing things?
I mean, we'll get there. I was going to say that the queen sees that you are putting up a resistance, so
Okay.
she was going to call. So it's something you could see a look of consternation. Definitely not pleased. So without any words coming from her mouth, you can see that like there's some movement in her temple area, like when you are grinding your teeth, or like if you have a seed or something in between your teeth, you are playing with it. Anyways, I'm trying to say non-verbally, she is summoning the 3 of the larger guards I described to you, about the size of linemen, that had the axes and power rods that are in between the 2 axe blades. So 3 of those people that had been on the wall are going to, who had been at a attention position, have now walking towards where you 3 are at, and then she also calls to 3 other people that there's a spot in the floor that begins to recede down, or and then you can see that some steps form out of this opening that and you hear coming from this new lower level that you were not aware of. You hear some like locks clicking. You hear some doors on hinges, very squeaky, opening up. So there's something below that is being released, and she is calling it forth. So that's where
Is it a rancor?
It hasn't revealed itself yet, or they haven't revealed themselves yet, but there's something that will be upon you or up here soon. Okay, so I guess at this point, yeah, sure. We'll do sides. So I'm gonna roll. There's 3 of you, so I'll roll 3d20, and you roll 3d20, and we'll do a sum of the numbers, and then we'll see if your side, 3 of you, form a plan, do something, and have the higher combination.
By we do 3d20, you mean each of us do 120?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Okay. I've got 17.
10.
15.
Okay.
So that's 32 from us,
right.
I believe.
I've got a 4, a 14, and a 15. So I think I just beat you with 36, right? No.
No, you 33.
Instead of 14 to 15, that's 30.
33 by 1. We got 33. We got 32.
Okay. All right. So then I'll just get right to it, not drag out. The guys with the axes are those power rods are going to fix them at the sphere that you have put up, Bill, and they're shooting a sustained beam of red energy that shoots up at the and each one is going to put on just a point of damage. So that's 3 total as they are.
I thought there were 4 of them. Okay, 4.
Yeah.
4. 3.
Yeah,
and
as they are shooting at the sphere. You have the mooks that were there. They're just going to try and grab onto the face mask that you put on, Sal. So 2 of them are. One of them's got you by. I'm gonna say he's put his hands on your shoulders to pull one way, while the other one has put hands on the gas mask face part and is pulling the other way.
Okay.
So anyways, they've prepared to do something that way, and then with you, Golden Avenger, two mooks have moved to try and get your hands, like 1 mook on each hand, because imagine that your mask isn't something that looks like it's like they could just pry off as like a gas mask. So that more just going to try and hold you still, so that way you can't resist the pollen that they are bringing over.
Okay.
All right, so you guys now go ahead and tell me what you'd like to do.
How are they holding me? From the front, back, side?
The sides, like 1 on each side, holding your hands. At least they put their hands on your hands.
Oh, so they have my hands.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of a ceiling are we dealing with?
It's ceiling about 20 feet high. It's like a peaked, but you're on the inside of this.
Okay. Can I fly up to the top of the ceiling, and I basically want to do the monkey splash with them?
Yes. you've got the well, you've got the ability points to fly, and to do that forced
Just
movement.
a
Yeah.
smack.
Do you have anything else to assist you with forcing the two of them into, to collide with each other?
No, this is going to be a pure roll.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's see what you muster.
I mustered an 11.
An 11. All right. I believe that's a success, right? Without any difficulty.
I think so, but you're the GM.
Yeah.
I think it is. I thought it was like
success without any. So yeah, go ahead. Boom. You smack them into each other.
Hoping they drop.
Well, they have wings. They have little.
Okay.
But you can definitely do a point of damage to these mooks, and they you smash their lenses and their noses, so they look like they are heavily damaged or bloodied or beyond that, to use terms you may be familiar with.
Yeah. Well, if they didn't have my hands, I was going to grab by their heads and do that. But,
Absolutely.
Since they had me by the hands, I had to do the more superheroic version of
it. Yeah. Make the best of your situation. All right.
Yeah.
No official order, so Sal or Don, you can jump in with your plan.
Go ahead, man.
I was wrong about the blowtorch. I can't do that. What it does, though, is it causes items to combust. So things just automatically combust. I don't actually shoot a laser. So the good part is that I don't have to aim for it. Just automatically hits, but it just doesn't seem as awesome to me. Anyways, each one of the three guys in front of me are going to take 1 point of damage, and they are now on fire. And
oh, wow. Okay.
Hate fire.
Yeah.
Green fire as well, no doubt.
Oh, it's even worse.
Okay. Noted. And these guys are terribly burned. They look like they can't sustain or endure much more. Okay.
Oh, nice. Gives us an idea of how many hit points they have.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask you. Did we get any hit points back from like 2 sessions ago?
Yeah, when you take a rest, you reset completely.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Sal.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. So let me think. I think I'm going to spend an action point. The guy who's trying to grab me on the shoulders, he's going to have a concrete overcoat, so he can't move.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So just he's got which is my overpower. He's in a compromising position until they spend a turn trying to get out of it. Until then, any attacks against him, he takes double damage.
Okay, that's nice.
But that frees up my arms for next time, so I can start slugging.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing this time.
Very cool. The back to the villains. All right, so the one that had you hold of your gas mask, I guess he's going to put a foot up on your chest to try and help him pry the gas mask off. Let me see. I'm going to roll now and see if he's able to pry that. So that's a 15. He's able to shift it up from your face up onto your forehead. Sliding it up. Yeah.
My hat falls off.
And I'll say that it's obscured your vision. That this thing. I mean, you're in control of this thing exists or not. But the fact is that, So that's that person's action. All of a sudden, there's a rush of air. Golden Avenger. Wait, no, you went up in the air. That's right. Oh, okay, so never mind. So there's a rush of air that you feel, Sal, and all of a sudden you just feel wet from dripping down your back. as you've been raked across the back by very, very sharp claws that moved across you so quickly you didn't even feel the
Okay.
pain. You just feel the blood that has now seeped from the wounds. And standing over your shoulder, you hear kind of the purr, the menacing, maniacal purr of a large cat.
Okay.
So visible to Dawn and Golden Avenger, there's a female form with a cheetah fur and the cheetah pattern, and this character seems to have like a cloud of pollen that is hazing or dusted around her crown and head portion.
Okay.
And this air rushed up from that space that was below.
Gotcha.
And then running up the stairs, you see two very imposing figures. One of a man wearing a type of chainmail, bluish chainmail, an orange pauldrons, an orange cowl that has black entirely on one half of the cowl and just one eye cut out to look at. This person has a very deadly looking sword
Mhm.
in one hand, and he seems, yes, Professor Bill catches what I am. Yes, exactly.
It's Deadpool.
And it was nice having you in the game.
So this guy's got an amazing looking sword in his hand, and from his other hand, he disengages the pin of a grenade with his thumb, and he lobs this grenade up at let's see, high will be Bill and low will be Derek. Who does he lob the grenade? Low, I said, was Derek, and that's a 5 on the die. So he lobs this grenade at your general direction, Derek. The armor. How much damage can your armor absorb?
I think it said 3. I think.
3. Okay. So your armor is going to.
Fantastic.
Yeah, nice. Very well done.
I want one of those.
Well done, Bill. Yes.
I want that
You
hoodie.
can.
I know. Too bad.
So this grenade comes at you, and you see the fireball erupt from it. You spared most of the damage, but you can feel the armor shatter and blast off of you, and you take a point of damage from the.
So I took one.
Oh, sorry,
So
I didn't finish resolving yours. Yeah. Sal, you are going to take 2 points of damage from the claws that raked across your back.
So
Gotcha.
What I'm imagining is this grenade's blowing up my face, and as you said, how it kind of like breaks through it. It almost looks like it shatters, and then almost like reappears right after, because it does say that it in the rules description, it protects against 3, and then anything else seeps through.
Yeah.
So the shield would still come back up. Obviously, it just that one point made it through.
Yeah. That I like the way that is interpreted too. Okay, very good. And Professor Bill, then you see all this cool stuff go down, and something glinting catches your eye, and the second figure that came up the stairs is a man in a even more like Deathstroke. But no, this guy doesn't have a weapon like that. This guy's wearing a black tight diving suit, and he's got
it's Black Manta.
Yes, a black shiny.
I love Black Manta.
And you see a red glimmer in the ocular lens portion
Which
of this
means he's
helmet.
about to blow us all to hell.
Well, at least he's got his eyesight some eyes on you, and you just see the red coming at you in slow motion as you feel the impact force. How much damage does your shield absorb?
20.
20? Oh man. So then I'm just gonna say it nudges you a smidge as the shield's and the shield's integrity is going to hold up as it takes 5 points of damage, and then you kind of see the beams get sent outward off the sides of it in different directions, and it just yep. Okay. And that's them. Oh, I guess subtract 3 more as the guards with their axes continue to pour their beams from there. So another 3.
Even though they're on fire, damn it!
Well, you said there were 6 mooks. There was 2 that were working on Cell, 2 that were working on Golden Avenger, and then there were 2 that were just staying there. And I thought those guys were the ones you were
The ones who
on
were
fire.
shooting at the 3 who were shooting at me is what I was setting on fire.
Okay. All right. So so I will apply the damage to them. They're hardier than the mooks that Sal and Golden Avenger have nearly knocked out.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. And how much fire? Remind me again, so I can apply the proper
1
damage.
point of damage for each one.
1 perfect. Okay, thank you.
All right, so I still take another 3 points of damage though.
Yeah, because they're not knocked out yet.
Okay.
Well, not
So
you,
it's
but your shield's taking the damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I have 11 out of 20 damage to my shield, so I still have 9 points left.
Cool. All right, that's
Okay.
the villains.
For me, I was actually going to go after Cheetah because, oh, God, she is so sexy. It's ridiculous. I understand furries when I think about her. Anyway, so I'm going to use my Bedazzle on page 89. It's a level 2 ability. It's going to cost me 4 points to use. I summon 4 prismatic bolts that sparkle brilliantly. I may direct each bolt towards any target that I can see. The bolts hit for 2 hit points, but if all 4 hit a single creature, the creature is affected by my Mesmerize ability. Back to page 84.
Okay, I'm going.
So with Mesmerize, you dazzle a nearby commoner or minion with an optical illusion. The creature must be able to see, even if only with one eye. The creature, until you leave the area, the creature cannot move, take actions, or respond to conversation. The spell ends if the creature is harmed.
All right, absolutely. So that's 8 points of damage, right? Because you're
Yes.
each one did 2 and you did 4. So let me mark that down to Cheetah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And now there's basically a hold spell on him. Hold person.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, if you don't mind me, the bolts hit the crown and knock away that pollen that I was telling you was hovering around her head area. So you kind of separate the controlling element from the the hive mind that's going on, and also because you've nearly knocked her out. She's concussed. So yes, she's definitely knocked out on her feet.
Ooh, pick me.
Oh, you want to go next?
I got an idea. Unless Max wants to. I don't want to be
No, you go ahead, man. You go ahead.
All right, so the 2 mooks that had a hold of me, they're not an issue anymore, right?
They have 1 each left. Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Left. Yeah.
Oh, well, shit. Do they still have a hold of me?
That I had them miss their turn because you conked their heads together. So yeah, they're by you. They're stunned or dazed.
Okay. I'm going to fly toward them. I'm going to assume there's maybe a even if at a couple of feet, okay? Just I'm just saying in their direction. I'm going to grab them each by their faces and fly them both into the wall.
And that'll finish them. That'll finish them. You do you want to be lethal and their heads are mush in your palms, or do you want to just smash them into the?
Are these humans
concrete?
or are they?
They're humans that are mind controlled. Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to be lethal. I'm just trying, hard enough to knock them out.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. They are out of the fight.
Yeah, if I'm dealing with humans, I'm not trying to kill. Not unless I have to.
In fact, Bill, I'll say your fire has burned away some of the uniform that the hive people all wear, and you can see that they have uniforms like the man that you found dying in the swamp.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So these guys are getting a Wayne paycheck.
Yeah. Sal, I believe you're next.
Okay, so so Bill's thing is distracting Cheetah at the moment.
Yeah.
I've got the mask pulled up over my face. Is the guy who did that, is he still holding on to me, or is he?
Yes. Well, he's holding on to the thing, like that was as far as he could get it on his turn. Yeah.
Can I do this with the thing? Can I just reform it over my face?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just reform it so I can see enough so that I can bang, clock him square in the face.
Yes.
And I'll use my wild attack for this. Ooh, it's not good. That's a 9. Okay, so I deal double damage, which for me that's going to be 4 to him. But he does get a counter attack because I only rolled a 9.
All right. Double damage is going to kill him in excess. So unless you're trying to not do that,
knock him out. Yeah, I'm just trying to make him see stars, clean his clock. Knock him down.
I'm gonna say that you knock him off his feet and off the ground a bit and back, and his counterattack is just going to be that by coincidence one of his feet comes off the ground, and as he's flying back, no, he's just going to get you in the nards.
Right in the cojones.
Yeah,
that's Mexican. But yeah, low blow.
Yeah. So I guess one
is
damage.
That another 1 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll be looking. No, and then I'll be looking around to see who's next. I'll probably check how these guys are doing.
Right. Yeah. You wouldn't know it. At least I don't think. Maybe. What do you think, Bill? A few cracks have started to show in the sphere that you created, or some chunks missing. Yeah.
Okay. It's cracked.
And I guess for a brief, I don't know, does Golden Avenger have a bloody nose, or maybe is there some soot that rises from your?
Yeah, costume? In order to justify taking damage to some form of damage to the face with a grenade, it's obviously not going to be shrapnel because I think that would have killed me. So I'm thinking like maybe it was more of a just more of the force, and it was significantly reduced from the shielding. So I would say mostly soot, and maybe it would have felt like I got punched right in the kisser. So maybe a bloody lip and just, maybe a tooth or
All right. Back to the villains. All right. So Black Manta that shot a beam at you, Bill, is going to fire something with a chain on it. It goes by so fast, but it does a quick tie around this, like a lasso style tie around the sphere. It's a chain that he has fired from some type of gauntlet, wrist-mounted device, and so this chain, he's going to, like Batman style, grappling hook used to pull up onto the sphere. Oh, I know. Oh, Batman who, right? It doesn't exist. Well, I was trying to think of somebody that would use a grappling hook or device, but anyways, that's his move. He's closing in the distance between he and you as he comes up to the sphere. What's his face? The Deathstroke is going to pull from his side one of those Desert Eagle, really heavy duty firearms, and he's going to fire at you, Golden Avenger. Let me see if he is going to be on target. That's a 15, so that is a success. All right, so let's say that I'm reading this real quick. All right, so let's say that he is able to hit you and break through another 1 point of damage that you are that you mitigate. But this, I'm gonna say that this puts you into the wall right next to the guys that you smashed into the wall.
A Desert Eagle?
That's a thing, right? It's not just fiction.
No, it's a thing. That's a big handgun. It's a hand cannon, literally. I'm pretty sure it's 50 caliber.
It replaced the Magnum by a long shot.
He's Deathstroke the Terminator, they call him, for a reason. All right.
A friend of mine has one. They're huge.
Queen Bee sees that you have immobilized the cheetah and taken out several of her drones, so she's going to protect the hive, and she raises a hand and calls forth, and there's these more platforms that raise up from, or first slide away from, there's panels in the ground that slide away, and then rising from the floor there are going to be these tanks, very similar to the type of things that were attacking the city, with the multiple legs and whatnot. But these ones are different enough. They don't look like spiders. These ones look more like a bumblebee type of tank that has come up, and there's 3 of those that have come up out of the ground. All right. That's the villains.
Okay, so can I ask the guy who was behind me, he's still caught in my concrete overcoat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
fantastic.
You've neutralized him for sure as he struggles in vain to.
And Cheetah is still distracted?
Oh yeah, Cheetah is out.
In which case then I'm going to use this moment to use my new ability, and I kind of imagine that it's as much of a shock to me as it is to everybody else. So as I described before, I've got the pinstripe suit with like the pinstripes glow indigo, almost like there's like a pulse running through them.
Yeah.
So that's kind of for a second or so speeds up on all of the pinstripes, and it's almost like, as I'm imagining it in my head, it's almost like you see Sal is almost like split like a pack of cards and then comes back together, and there's like a wind and a sort of a glowing indigo wisp of smoke, and I'm not there. I'm on top of one of these tanks. I'm going to spend a point, and I'm like,
very cool, very cool.
Holy! And then bang on top. Oh, actually, no, that'll be my action because that does cost an action point. Yeah, right. So I'm standing on top of it, ready to smack it next time.
That's cool.
What page is that one on?
I think it's 92. Blink. It's
blank. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I just thought, yeah, you guys fly. There's an easier way of getting from A to B.
Funny. All right. Who wants to go next? Golden Avenger or Don Juan?
Don
Don
Juan.
Juan's got his hand up. Okay, go.
And I very specifically am going to be Don Juan because my move is going to be to fly over to Cheetah real quick, pull her into my shield. I am kissing this sweet honey pot, waking her up
Nice.
from her little thing and making sure that pollen stuff is off her head. And I say, "Hey, honey, that's who mind controlled you," pointing at Queen Bee.
Bee pun, right, honey?
Get her, kitty.
Nice.
The so you can make the mesmerization end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
All right. She certainly was aware before who took her, and the fact that she was cognizant that you had a hand in freeing her from the thing. Yeah, I'll say that she will be.
Had a hand. I saved her life. I gave her her freedom. I kissed her like she's never been kissed before.
Well, yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, she. I was trying to say that. Yeah, she's definitely receptive to your message. When it's
What
I'm like
an
a
eloquent
warm
way to
bowl
put
of
it.
milk.
Now come and no. Sorry, I was going to say something about now
Yeah.
come and
just a reminder.
play with my. No, sorry. Carry on.
It has no interference on your plan, but remember Black Manta had the sphere lassoed, so he just kind of rode with you down to this thing.
Mhm.
Okay, we're keeping track of the field. All right, Golden Avenger.
All right. I'm going to, in a classic Golden Age style, I'm going to fly straight down, fist forward like this. And I'm going to slam into Deathstroke, only I'm going to say down butt stroke.
Okay, insult to injury. Well, all right. Let's see if you connect with your attack, because he's got pretty great dexterity and reflexes.
Oh, I'm sure he does. But I'm the Golden Avenger.
Right?
And I rolled a 14.
Or that's success. Right? Let me go back. Yep, in the success range. Okay. So boom, absolutely. Are you knocking him down on his arse or back away from you like a football kind of shove?
I'd like to, because I'm coming from above, so I want to knock him prone.
Okay, done. Absolutely. And that's 1 point of damage because of the unarmed strike rules, but because you had and all that momentum working with you, I'll go it up to 2. Oh, right on. Yep, he's seen stars. Yeah, that's how hard you hit him.
Fantastic.
Okay.
How you like that, Ryan Reynolds?
Now, villains. So the goons that have been blazing are going to expire as the flames that they have been engulfed by finally overtake them. Those are the ones that were shooting at your shield, Bill. And the next, I'll take care of the 2 mooks that were standing to protect the queen if anybody charged at her. I guess are just in front of Cell, and they realize that. I guess Bill's down on the ground now. Oh no, you went to a B. You're right. You went to a B.
I'm on top of one of the tanks. Yeah.
Yeah, just Bill is on the ground because he went to whisper sweet nothings to Cheetah. Okay, so
there was no talking.
Emphasis on nothings.
No talking, but all of the tongues.
Derek is kind of like what you'd call a born-again virgin.
Well, they have.
Ain't that what happens when you get married?
They have puny little blasters, that they are going to fire at your shield, Bill. So that's 1 point from each of them. So a total of 2 points of damage to the shield as they fire their puny little blasters. The next we'll deal with Black Manta. Now, from point blank range, he's going to fire down into the or onto the shield that he's standing on. So that's another 5 to the shield as he's trying to break through your defenses. Is it still up? Don Juan, he was Black Manta was firing another round.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were still on me. I was reading something. Go on.
Yeah. So Black
fires
Manta,
another 5 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've still got 2 points left.
Okay. So then the cheetah, who heard what you said and accepted everything, has a fierce snarl on her face as she looks at the queen, and then she says, I don't think I'm sorry, but to the effect of, "You're not off the hook, dear." And with that, she's going to have one of her fingers go across the. Well, I guess she can't because you're in the sphere. So before I do that, let's do the tanks.
She can escape the sphere.
Oh, okay. Well, she was just going to drag a finger across your belly because you freed her, but it hurt a hell of a lot the way you freed her. So yeah. So she's going to drag that finger, and that's 2 points of damage as
to me directly.
Yeah.
How rude.
And then she's going to sprint out of there and be up on the queen with her hands, prepared to mess her up next round. The I don't know what Derek's doing. I don't know. Okay, so then we'll say the 2 tanks that aren't mounted by the Saint, yeah, those ones are going to fire a bunch of like minigun, the turret kind, rounds. One at the Golden Avenger, and one at Bill Shield. So say that Golden Avenger, you absorb the 2 points of damage, no problem, Bill. And say your shield takes the final 2 points, shatters. The one that you're riding on, Cell, it starts. You can feel like it's the temperature of this thing is really heating up, and do you have like some sort of protection?
No, not at the moment.
No. Okay. Just a point of damage as your feet feel like they're burning. You're standing on this thing. It looks like it's turning its exoskeleton into like a heating element, something that it's trying to discourage you from continuing to mount it.
Right. Okay.
And that takes care of the villains. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Black Manta, who's about to wreck me, and I'm gonna point up and I'm gonna cast Loosen right around his head. Now, Loosen will actually, hopefully this gets rid of the pollen. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario for him, his helmet's also going to detach.
Yeah, so his helmet definitely detaches. You can see that there was a concentrated amount of the stuff that escapes when you imagine this thing just popping off like a champagne cork. I was imagining this like the David Hyde version of Black Manta that we see. Okay.
All right, like the front part will fall off and the rest will kind of fall back and it'll be like, what the hell? Yeah.
And you have eliminated the laser threat with your with your quick thinking.
That's two super duper villains I just stopped.
All right. Next up, who wants to do a thing?
So this I see these guys trying to get this pollen off of them. Is it on Deathstroke's mask? This pollen?
Yeah. Like as he moves around, you can see stuff shaking off. It's like his costume has a dusting of this stuff. Mm-hmm.
So I've just flown down, knocked him prone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to almost sit on his chest.
Yeah.
And I'm going to reach down. I'm going to say, "I'm doing this for you, buddy." And I'm going to rip the mask off of his head, trying to get it away from where he'd be breathing it directly in.
All right. He says, "Give me back my face." No, just kidding. He's not Rorschach. It's a DC reference, right? I gotta get my my ability points and kick some way. All right, yeah. You pull the mask off of him, and you can see he's got a beard, kind of like not more like somewhere in between yours and Bill's. Yeah, you can see that there's still the pollen in the hair follicles. It's
I'm gonna start just trying to clear his. I want to clear the shit off of him.
Okay. Yeah. All right. All right.
I've got him pinned. I got him pinned down.
Go ahead. Give it a roll. Let's see how successful you are at removing the stuff. If it's in the tough choice category, I'm going to say that.
Right. This is the first time I've ever used this die is tonight, and so far it's doing me really good. 17.
Okay, I'm going to say that you have successfully knocked the wind out of him with your first attack, and you've removed enough of the pollen that as he's starting to regain his breath, and he's got a bit of a healing factor to him, that you have removed the control the queen once had on him. Well done.
Now hopefully he's smart enough to realize that I just did him a favor.
Right? Sal, I think we're waiting. You're next, right?
Okay. Yeah. So not liking this at all. Do a wild attack on the top of this thing, trying to smash it open.
Go for it.
No, that is not good. That's a 2, so I miss, even though I'm stead on this thing. And it says all enemies within reach may counterattack you immediately.
We'll say rather than miss, you've hit a part that's too reinforced that it's not sustaining damage from this spot that you hit, and making contact with that hot surface is going to burn. You imagine your hand, or what were you hitting it with? Were you stomping?
I'm hitting it with a knuckle duster. Yeah.
We'll say that some of the heat transfers over, and you take 1 point of damage as.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so we'll start with Deathstroke on the villain's side of the story. He says, "Okay, I appreciate what you did, but get the hell off of me." And he's gonna. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You can.
Would my character know who he is?
Oh yeah, notorious. Yeah.
All right. As I'm getting off of him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be like, I think we're on the same side here, brother. And I'm going to get off of him.
All right.
I'm going to turn him loose.
Okay. So he stands up and he, dusts himself off a bit, and he's going to say, that one, pointing to the queen, there's no contract out on her, but I'll gladly contribute to this for free just this once. and yeah, he'll fire the Desert Eagle at the queen bee, and like you saw in, because earlier we were talking about the first Dune movie, the bullet hits a shield, and there's that vibration of the bullet starting to yes exactly, yep, and it makes a loud buzzing sound as the projectile is headed towards the queen bee through the what's her face? Oh yeah, Cheetah. She was up on the queen bee with her claws. So she, in blinding flash speed, just does a fury swipe, and you see the reaction of the collision with the shield that she has, and so there's more of that rumbling, vibrating sound. But she actually makes a couple scratches get through, and like you don't see the cut happen, but just suddenly there's a streak of torn royal garment and blood that trickles from the gash. So that's Cheetah, and then the Black Manta now is going to recall the instrument that he used to fire and lasso around Bill's. So this object comes back and he does a flourish. Then a blade comes out of his wrist, that wrist-mounted gauntlet, and he's gonna swipe at you, Bill. Let's see if he is successful. No, that's a catastrophe. That's a 1. So on a catastrophe, you fail and suffer a severe fallback. All right, Bill. So he swipes. Do you Matrix style, bullet time bend out of the way? Yeah. And then, yeah, well, you can
I'm
have a
gonna
counter
listen. As a new superhero, let's be honest, I'm gonna be like,
you instinctively, yeah. So you can counterattack. I'll give you something to.
Okay, let's go with Magic Strike. I'm going to overcharge it for 2 points. 4 points of damage, automatically hits him right between the eyes.
Is that the one that also that mesmerizes?
No.
Nope. Okay. So how much damage again?
4.
Boom. All right. So this guy, in 1, 2, 3, 4 terms many people will understand, he is bloodied, as you have made a huge impact into his face. All right. Oh, tanks. Okay. So one of the tanks is going to fire at Deathstroke because it fired at the Queen, and Deathstroke doesn't have any body armor, so he's going to take 2 points of damage from the miniguns mounted on one of the tanks. The other tank is going to fire at Cheetah. It's going to she was so furiously focused on making these attacks, she left herself open, and the miniguns pop, 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 get her in the back and torso. She falls and looks like she could expire. The tank that you're on, Cell, it sees that you aren't persuaded by the heat it tried to cook you off with. So it is going to spring up into the air and try to hopefully get you knocked off, like a bucking bronco or wild bull. So let's see. That's an 8. All right. I think that's a tough choice. So I'm going to say that it successfully bucks you off, but it was such a violent and jerking motion that it falls on its back, revealing a vulnerable, or it's leaving itself vulnerable. That's what I'm going to say.
So do I fall, or am I in the process of falling? Or?
You're airborne. You're airborne.
Okay.
You can deal with the the stuff after. And then Queen Bee, who is running out of in this area, things that she can count on for her survival, is going to push a button on her throne, and she calls for reinforcements. But will they arrive in time? We'll find out. Heroes, your turn.
Is that tank or whatever still in the process of shooting at Deathstroke? Like, I know I just got him once, but
it's like bursts. The miniguns do bursts of fire so they don't overheat.
Yeah, so it's in between right now.
Yeah.
I'm on our turn. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to put myself in between the tank and Deathstroke because I have the armor.
Yeah.
And I'm going to draw my sidearm. And as I'm pulling it up, this pistol is becoming the rifle as the energy envelops it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take a shot right at the barrel of that thing. I have dead eye.
Absolutely. Remind me what page that's on?
54. I'm just assuming. I can't remember what it does, but dead eye got to mean something.
Whenever you roll a 20 with a ranged weapon, you can name a specific limb on a creature you hit. It becomes disabled and cannot use it. So you could name the minigun and neutralize it.
Yeah, if I hit the 20, right?
Yeah.
Come on, 20. No, 18.
Very, very close. But you successfully shoot this target, and the tank is rough shape. Your firearm has nearly neutralized it.
And I'm going to continue to stand between and take any further shots if I can.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not as armored as I am.
Next.
Mine's nice and easy. I'll use my blink again, and I'll teleport back down to ground level. And then when I'm there, you'll see the knuckle dusters over my hand kind of flow as the energy reforms itself into my tried and trusted Thompson machine gun. All right, boys, stand back. I'm going to spin. And so I'm there, ready for next time to fire.
Okay. That's. I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes down. Don?
Well, now he's still got what bloodied means. He's still got 1 hit point left. Mantis, half. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what happens here. I'm going to turn my back to him. I'm going to walk up to and start walking towards. Actually, Pegasus cloak a little bit. Flying up a little bit as I see Queen Bee up there. It's time she understood that shit's about to go down. I'm going to use scintillate with my ring. Streaking bolt shoots sparks. A streaking bolt of sparks shoots towards a target that I can see. Roll the dice to see if I hit successfully. I got a 14.
Success, yeah.
I'm going to make it explode on contact and with crackling energy, hitting the target for 2 HP. And it turns into the form of a giant scintillating green lantern symbol. Boom, right there.
You're branding her?
Well, that's what, if she falls back or whatever, it's right there. So, and everybody could see it, because she's in the middle of everything. And as far as Mantis, hey, you remember Green Wing? Scrah! Boom! Right in his unhelmeted face.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
That's why I turned my back to him.
Okay. And how much
pure drama this round?
Fantastic.
How much does that do? Because I know it has it has hit points and stuff. Does it also?
Yes. Familiar page 94. Back down here again. Oh shoot! It can't attack. Probably should have known that.
Well,
But
at least it's
can it
distracting.
distract? That's all
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I care about.
Absolutely. Perfect. All right.
Sorry, I missed something. Sorry, it's too late now. It's okay. When the tank rolled its failure, I can get in with a counterattack. So when I was still
All
up
right.
in the air, but if we've moved on too far,
No,
then
go for it. Well, no, I liked your plan. I just thought it was a shame you didn't get to fire your Tommy gun. So yeah, we'll put this in.
well, I mean, this would have been. So it's just that it would have been last round. It was as I was in the as it
Yeah.
fell over, I got in with a punch, so I would have hit it for 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Sorry, Bell. Didn't mean to cut in.
You really jack up this tank with the fire from your Tommy gun. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Everybody went, right?
Yeah, just parting over my shoulder, kind of to Manta. I'm gonna say, I'm not actually your enemy.
Right. The Queen villain. Okay, so Queen Bee is going to recognize that the ferocity that you're all fighting with, and the symbol that you have put out for some reason really sends a shiver down her spine, and this sends a tingle up your spine, Golden Avenger, as there's uh, the voice definitely makes a similar laugh, but instead of it being like it was pleased with you when you were goading it, or being your back and forth happened. This one's it's gonna have a similar laugh of it being pleased that the Queen Bee now has been sensing it's in danger, and she says, "I yield," as she puts a hand up to you, Green Lantern, and she takes a knee as she puts the other free hand on her side that's bleeding where the cheetah had scratched her, and upon seeing this, the tanks are going to disable or put away the miniguns that they had been firing with, and take a neutral stand or inert pose as their legs go back into their body, and they kind of just sit as a boulder on the floor. Black Manta, his mind control effect hadn't completely worn off, but he suddenly puts his hands in sort of his face, like he is regaining control of himself, and he's trying to understand how he came into this predicament. But all right, you have effectively neutralized this space.
Keep an eye out for reinforcements.
We'll say that they're but this time you can hear buzzing coming from the way that you had entered this space, but the before it sounded like a fervor as it was rushing to this place. Now it's coming in with a much more less impending doom feel. It just sounds more like people are.
It's a lot more subdued.
Yes. Excellent.
Okay. Just to be on the safe side, though, you guys deal with them. I'll keep it covered just in case they want to get fresh with us.
That's not a worry. I'm gonna throw my shield up over there, not on me, but right in the hole where they'd be coming from. That leak's plugged.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Now for you, honey. Release your hold on everyone here, and you're turning yourself into the authorities.
I suppose I have no other choice. And she swipes some fingers on the crown to do some type of pattern, like like when you have your smart device and you can do a pattern to unlock it. So she does a similar thing, and all the drones that were behind the wall acting are kind of like, hey, what the, looking at the clothes they're wearing, looking at each other, taking the goggles off their face. Yeah, she has released the people in her service under her charge.
By order of the Rainbow Corps, you're under arrest.
Okay. You are not naming us. You are banned from naming us.
No.
You don't even get a vote when we're ready to vote.
Hey, the Golden Avenger is a very Golden Age type character. Even though this is the 90s, he means it in the...
Listen, Green Lantern, Billy Bathgate, and the Golden Shower are not calling ourselves the Rainbow Coalition or whatever. Gee.
The guy who I knocked out, I'll go and help him up. I'll go, say, how you doing there? You took on a punch there. Have you ever done any boxing?
Oh man, it's been years since I've been hit that hard. Yeah, in the service, would spar. Never got to the Golden
you got a good
Gloves.
chin.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
You'll have to come down the gym. Maybe we could go a few rounds.
Oh yeah, you live in Missouri?
I can commute.
Is this St. Louis? Where are we? What is this?
This is Louisiana.
You're not in Kansas anymore.
Slaughter Swamp, baby.
What the? We got in Louisiana? Oh, whew, how long I've been like this?
That's the cookie over there in the mask.
Cookie.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure she is a cookie under that mask. If I was 10 years younger...
She's all right. She's nothing special.
I want to look at Deathstroke, and I'm assuming he still has that hand cannon in his hand, right?
Yeah.
Ask him if it's registered.
No, I got a better one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, because remember, my character before he was a cop, he was just country boy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna look at that gun and be like, "That's pretty good shooting you got there." Man, can I take a look at that piece? You can of course clear it beforehand. I've never held a Desert Eagle before. Commune.
Yeah. Oh, remind me what that does again, or do I need to look it up? Because
I don't remember.
Deathstroke's not a very nice guy, but if you've got something special that would influence him.
51's the page. I don't remember exactly.
Okay. All right. You use the language, gaining the trust. Okay. Yada yada. Okay.
I did jump in front of him too to take further shots.
All right. Man, I really just don't think Deathstroke would, but I'll tell you what he will do. He will, he says, I have another job, or I had a job that I was working on. When I get done with that, I will connect you with my source.
All right.
And then he walks up to Sal, shoots him in the head, and then tosses you his source's business card.
Oh,
Hey!
man, wouldn't that be the day? Wow, man.
Come on, bring it.
All right.
I mean, I just get by with this Glock, and then I holster it.
And he'll sorry to hear that, and also
if I had a Desert Eagle, I'd say that too.
Yeah. Yeah, as much, but he's not a very remorseful guy. Not going to extend too much pity, but yeah. So that's the best you'll get from him. Okay. Anyone? Anything else?
Yeah, you ripped my suit. We'll say to Cheetah.
Oh, Cheetah's at death's door. Cheetah's at death's door. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up and give her a little band-aid. I'm gonna take some of my own blood from the cut that she made on my stomach. Give her some little warrior marks on her left cheek, or it would be her right cheek, and be like, keep my scent. Find me. You want to go out for a nice saucer of milk? You okay there, Kitty? You okay there, warrior lady?
Oh, yeah. Let me say she's coughing up blood.
Plus, she heals.
What do you call it? She's. If you can get me out of here and to some place where I can get medical attention, maybe.
Hey, is there a doctor in the house?
Maybe
to all the guys.
Maybe you'll get that second sniff.
I'll shout out. I'll shout out in here. Is anybody of the people who've been released? Does any of them have any medical
Back
training?
off, bud. This one's mine.
Hey,
just
trying to help.
my wings, my great glowy green wings flow up, and be like, motion for her to get in my arms.
Don Juan's trying to get him some Kirk.
Man.
I'm totally trying to get some Kirk going. it was Sal last game.
Yeah,
this is my time.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly her off to the nearest. Let's do WWE terminology. The nearest medical facility.
Right. She'll Lois Lane style. Put an arm around your back and lift the leg up to.
Oh yeah.
Be
wrap that tail around my other leg.
She'll tickle your ear with it.
Hey, all right. Talk about getting some fur.
Oh my God.
While he's doing that, I'll turn, if there's like computer banks and stuff over the place, I'll say, point to one of the guys who, I don't know, looks a bit like an engineer. Hey, you, come and get this doohickey working. Go and get the police. Get the police on your CB over here.
He's so tell him I know Bill had put basically a green cork in the hallway to prevent anybody else from entering. Are you going to?
But there was still a couple of people in the room, wasn't there?
Yeah, I'm probably out of range by now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then fine. So you want people to turn on the equipment in the defunct or.
I was just trying to see if there's something that we can use to contact the authorities to get them to come here. That's what I was trying to do.
Sure.
Oh, I can use my watch as a communicator. I haven't got that power.
The ring or whatever, item you have.
Okay. You do. Okay, I'll do that then. I'll open my fob watch and try and contact the local authorities or.
Okay. Sure. You get on a band or a channel, whatever the term is, for the nearby police department, and you can communicate where you're at, what went down, what you need.
I look at Sal and I give them the direct police code to give them, so that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, good teamwork. Yes.
Nice.
Well done.
That way they know exactly what they're dealing with. And I'm sure in this universe there's going to be codes for villains and shit. So
it's not a 616. That is it. It was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., didn't they? They had it's a 616.
Very cool. Okay, guys. So the authorities arrive with the proper meta dampeners or equipment to keep the queen bee from making anyone else fall under her control while being incarcerated. So
I might need to get a bit of medical attention while they're here as well.
Sure, there's plenty of that available because they're looking at people, and they're maybe some people are malnourished, especially the mooks I told you about that seemed on the scrawny side.
Okay.
So those people don't need nearly the medical attention that you probably need. So you'll be looked at with a priority or urgency.
Cool. Is there a tailor in the house as well? My suit needs some attention.
We'll say there's at least a dry cleaner that says, to save my life, come by and I'll have that cleaned free of charge. Yeah.
Just make an
Okay.
indigo sewing machine and
Just there you go. Just take my jacket off you go.
Yeah.
I go up I power down my armor, obviously, if I haven't already. Reach to my back pocket, pull out a pouch of Red Man, throw it between my cheek and gum. I go over to Sal and be like, nicotine?
Hey, I'd smoke the stuff. Chewing it, that's nasty.
Oh, you still got some cigars. All right.
Yeah. always got a couple of stogies.
Endless supply there, it seems.
Well, I do now. I can just have a purple one instead. No, actually, you don't want to be. No, forget I said that. It's indigo. It's not purple.
so it's eggplant colored. Is that what you're saying?
Can we go on to the next scene?
The next scene involves a little porn music.
Well,
I'll grow myself an indigo 70s mustache.
you tell me how much you want to fast forward and what you want to cut to.
I suppose then while we're here, once everything is under control, start looking around for the rest of the equipment that was missing. I know we had the stuff. Obviously,
Yes,
we've still got the stuff that's buried, but find out, what if there's anybody here who was part of the convoy.
Mm-hmm.
Try and get first-hand account from them what happened or what they remember.
Right. So I tell you that they were, as you can imagine, en route when they were overtaken by the drones and the tanks that surprised them, ambushed them out of the swamp. They show you some of the things that Queen Bee was interested and had implemented in this facility. One of them was a type of antenna array that was enhancing the reach and ability of her mind control, so that way she could, be in control of more, extend the reach of the hive, and be able to control even more abled or people like Deathstroke, Cheetah, and Black Manta. And then in addition to the antenna array, there was a checking my note. The pollen stuff. If they tell you that it was actually infused with nanites, that's what was resulting in. I told you some of the bodies and some of the people seemed like they had augments, the sort of metal or cybernetic additions to their bodies. Like the guy had the lenses, someone had patches on their skin. I don't know if this is ringing a bell, but yeah. So they, there was a stash of nanobots or nanites that they were also transporting, and Queen Bee had put them in with the pollen that she typically uses to people, and so with the combining, it would make the superior soldiers, the buff guards and enhanced enhance civilians with the nanobots that she got from the caravan.
Okay. I suppose then we'll relay all of this information back to the Justice Society.
Right.
And sort of try and get an update on how they're getting on.
So they went to Nevada to try and find out what happened to the group of vehicles that were trying to get to the LexCorp site. So they had some things go missing, and they tell you that they got near Lake Groom in Nevada. They when they were met by military vehicles that told them that they were near a black site that despite their good relationship with the U.S. government, because of their the things that they do to help this, especially with just the recent Coast City attacks, they weren't authorized to be there. They were told that they needed to leave, and there was a little back and forth, posturing and huffing and puffing when the people that told the Justice League to leave received a message over their walkies, and that's when Major Force descended down to put a little extra muscle behind the words that the Justice League was being instructed to leave. And so both because they didn't want to break the law and deal with Major Force, they went back to the Brownstone.
Okay, so they didn't recover it. They think the military's taken it, or
yes, they think that technology has been confiscated. By an off-the-books government organization.
Somewhere in the Nevada desert. Okay. So I suppose if we've made sure that everything is cleared up here, we'll go back and get the hard drives that we buried.
Yes. Good job.
And we'll take those. I'll keep those with us, and we'll head back to the Brownstone as well, if that sounds like a plan.
Yes.
Sure.
All right, you're at the Brownstone, and you have the 8 hard drives that you picked up in the among the stuff.
All rested and recovered, because I was on 5.
Right. Sure. If you'd like to rest and get to the next mystery the next day, absolutely.
Yep. Cool.
Okay.
Give me.
And Crystal, we'll say that you have a phone number, and I don't know.
Phone number. More than that, I gave her the transmitter that I originally had, so that we can keep in contact with each other. Just with the ringing me, ringing her. That's right. And I come back and be like, "Hey boys, how you doing? Oh, excuse me. Oh, hairball. How'd that happen?"
Oh boy.
Did you?
Cool. Have a cigar. Do you want a cigar?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. Would you like a dirty Sanchez? Yeah.
Oh, that's nasty.
I made that pussy purr with the stroke of my hand. It was some kitty next door. He got cat scratch fever. All right, we don't want to get that.
No.
Don't want to get demonetized on that.
No.
Next thing
But yeah, we've got these hard drives, so hand them over to the Justice Society, who probably know more what to do with them certainly than I do.
Wow. So these are the ones that were supposed to go to LexCorp, huh? Okay.
They didn't seem interested in them. They left them behind.
Oh wait, these are the ones supposed to go to Wayne Tech. My mistake. These are the ones that are supposed to go to Wayne
yes.
Tech.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Hive was not interested in them. Curious.
Nope.
Okay.
bunch of rich city slickers. Them Waynes.
All right. Well, we'll notify the Wayne Tech that we have recovered the antennas that you found, the nanobots, and these hard drives. Hopefully,
yeah, but maybe worth having a look. See what's on them before we send them over.
Well, none of us are particularly educated in the computer sciences or tech, but I guess you know a thing or two, I guess.
Not me.
I can check your stocks.
My technical knowledge went out with transistors.
You Golden Avenger, computers, field of expertise? No. Well, I mean, if you promise not to break anything, I suppose you can take a crack at whatever it is you intend to do. But
I didn't intend to do anything. I brought this for you guys. I thought, you're the guys with all the fancy equipment.
Sure. We have a guy that he interns for us sometimes. Let's
get him on the blower. Let's.
All right. Just a minute. Hey, Stargirl, you know Michael Holt more than from school, right? Yes, I think that's his name. Okay, yeah, sure. I think I know where he hangs out, and so
That's what I thought.
yeah. So Stargirl flies over and visits a local Radio Shack and tells Michael that his expertise is needed at the brownstone, and so she comes back with a young man wearing a leather jacket, and Fair Play is on the sides of his jacket, and this guy.
Couple of spheres floating around him.
Yep.
Mr. Terrific, baby.
Yep. All right. Okay. What's this techno mystery you're stumped by? What can I do for you? And so we show him the 8 hard drives. Ooh, huh? Oh, well, I guess if we get a couple, and so he gets some of those data cables and arranges them in a way so that way there's enough power distributed and that they're all going to be feeding into this computers. Turn them on. Boom. All right. It works as techno magic to get them to be recognized by the operating system on the computer. And there's just, by 1999 time, there's just tons of data. It's, I forget how many gigabytes we said each drive was. I think it was about 25 gigabytes each drive. So this is by their time just a mountain to deal with. But there's an encryption on these drives, and there's a
Oh, look at Don Juan.
yeah, something that you need to have some type of cipher.
Yeah, I don't remember if I saved them all.
Oh,
I put them in the chat for the other one, and I don't remember what they all were. It was a lot of stuff, man. It was a bunch of words. What were the words?
Klaatu,
Klaatu, Barakta, Nikto.
Klata, Nikto. That's all that'll do.
Yeah.
And then we get surrounded by an army of the dead. Are we good?
Well, you remember, like, Klaatu, Barakta, Nikto is actually originally from what was that one black and white movie? Keanu Reeves was in the redo of it with the robot that was
the
day
day
the Earth stood still. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what that was originally from, and then Army of Darkness just took from it.
But
And
it's also
everybody took from it.
there was three. I'm pretty sure some of the aliens that were the some of the skiff guards from Return of the Jedi, the figures when they released them, three of them were called Klaatu, Barata, and Nikto.
That is hysterical. Wow. What an influential movie, right?
Mhm.
Oy.
definitely.
All right. I don't know. I don't remember. There was the binary code, and like I did all that stuff in the chat room, but it's gone. That was from
That
episodes
was from
ago,
yeah.
man.
It was yeah, it was either
Like,
last time or the time before. But yeah, you definitely put them up there.
yeah, like it was fun for a minute.
Okay. All right. All right. So the you have a few guesses of trying to remember what it was, and this doesn't quite work out. The
Horn. They were all like seemingly random words. Like I didn't amalgam them together. I was just like we were in the middle of playing a game.
no worries, no worries. All right. So then, while you're working on this thing, it's it's just stumping you. Eventually, the people from Wayne Tech arrive to collect these drives, and they see you're working on them. So they're a little confused. Like, well, did you gain anything from whatever it is you're doing here?
Yeah, there was like stuff.
A lot of
Oh.
stuff.
A
It's
lot
all
of
tech
stuff.
stuff.
All right.
Well, we're just trying to help you out.
Do you still have the thing? Like I could just do it right now.
I mean, the time has passed. It's okay. This
Okay, my bad.
no worries. So they're gonna well, thanks for trying. Put them into the storage case and take the 8 drives by jet now to the place they were going to be worked on. All right, there's a message that I see Green Arrow's back on the couch. He's come back from doing his thing in the city. He sits back on the couch, turns on the TV, and tells you, or not. There's a message from the president, President Maxwell Lord, and he's saying that there's been a great development that the JSA and their new, especially their new members, Green Lantern, Golden Avenger, and the Saint, have recovered many of the important.
Wind was one of them.
I can confirm that's true. Yes,
that's the only one that I've got that I actually wrote on paper, and like, yeah. If you emailed them to me, it would be a different story.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. Okay, so he mentions the fact that you guys brought back some of the important things that were being worked on at the Cord Industries when the attack on Coast City happened. A bunch of resources are being used to gather as much intelligence as possible. They think it will be a solution to the Y2K problem that many people are speculating will be disastrous.
I have a feeling that'll absolutely wreck the entire world, man.
No, I remember. And nothing happened.
Nothing. Poof.
So he wants to assure people that that there's hope, and a lot is being done, and the great minds are working on that solution, plus uncovering why the attack occurred, how we can possibly defend from future such incursions. So special thanks to the JSA, the Golden Avenger, the Green Lantern, and the Saint from the President Maxwell Lord and your fellow Americans.
Yeah, my ass.
Can we be
Greenhouse.
the core? We could be the core.
The core.
Like the can, but we'd be the
The
core. The CORECORPS, the core.
I like it.
Yeah.
It checks out.
Or the corpse core. That would be interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Corpse core?
I like to play on
If
words.
you're a Black
The
Lanterns,
core.
maybe.
I like the core.
Yes, I
Or the core.
like it. I like it.
I can make like a chewed apple as our symbol.
Fantastic. So if you ever get to use your light weapons as like a grenade, it's an apple. You take a bite out of the apple and then throw it.
There you go. That one just stinks to the core.
Oh, Lord, yes.
Well,
Nice.
I'll get to the core of this.
That's just only because we're hardcore.
That's Shooter came up with that. Hardcore was Valiant.
Okay.
So Green Arrow is gonna put his arm back and twist so he can shout at you guys. Hey, did you hear that? Got a special thank you from the president himself.
There'll be many more of those.
Yeah, it's no more than we deserve.
Hey, so tell me, you really go toe to toe and survive with Deathstroke the Terminator, Black Manta, and the Cheetah?
I took
Got
two
the
of them.
scars. Got the scars to prove it, and I think so has Don Juan as well.
Hey,
Oh yeah. That's all right. We laid that one to rest.
Yeah.
I made short work of Deathstroke.
You whipped it out,
Seriously.
and he saw that it was. I don't.
Hey, why do you think he carries a Desert Eagle? He's compensating for something.
Now it makes sense. Come on, I'm sure he's a grower.
So yeah, you got any other little problems you want us to take care of? We seem to be pretty good at this.
Right. Okay. Well, you guys, whatever went down in the swamp shook up pain in our sides. He goes by the name of Solomon Grundy. And unfortunately, this guy, I guess, was dormant or amused with the goings on in the swamp, and everybody poking around down there has set him off. This guy, it's hard to reason with. He's not all up there. So you may not have an easy time getting him to see that he needs to calm down. So be prepared to bring the stick. No, you can't count on the carrot with this guy.
Well,
Okay.
So here's the deal. Last game, it was Sal. This mission, it was me. Derek, you're up. You're going to have to jump on the grenade that is Solomon Grundy. I'm going to go to the closet, get one of the mop heads. I'm going to measure Derek. He likes plots.
Oh, man.
That look is making me laugh even more, dude. Okay. Born on a Monday, late on a Friday.
Oh, man. Ouch.
We're gonna see if fear can be impregnated. Oh man.
Oh,
Okay.
this.
I think it's you were saying, Clark.
Oh yeah. So he right now he's just making a mess of a what do you call it? A nearby trailer park. So there's some frightened people, and
Derek's already there. I'm muting myself. I'm muting.
Hey, trailer park, that's my people.
so yeah. Before he gets into a more urban and densely populated space, would you?
I have to go and clean his clock. Okay, we can do that. Crack my knuckles.
All right.
Get a fresh suit.
Cool. You ready to go then, Golden Avenger, with the rest of them?
I reckon so.
All right.
He's going into the trailer park blasting Kid Rock. In an El Camino made of yellow energy.
Oh wow.
Oh dear.
American. Ba what the ba, bang a dang, diggy, 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 said the buggy, said up, jumped the buggy.
Okay.
Cowboy.
Exactly. That's the one that was in my head.
Oh, I didn't think of it until you mentioned going to the trailer park in a yellow vehicle, but they frequently had gosh, what was that Dukes of Hazzard car called?
The
General Lee.
Yeah, like
Lee.
yeah, it was often airborne, so you fly in the General Lee over it.
It's whistling Dixie, honking Dixie.
Only mine's going to be an El Camino.
All right, right on. All right, so we'll cut to.
But you got to have the swimming pool in the back. It ain't right otherwise.
I mean, hey, you may have one cheetah, but I got the cougars.
Absolutely. You got a bunch of bills sitting in the back.
Hey, collectively between all four of them, 32 teeth.
That's like a full set.
Yeah.
Oh my
man.
God.
Well, you make it to. Well, if you don't need any to prepare anything, I'll say you make it to Louisiana. Back and yeah, there's a bunch of rolled over. A couple trailers. A couple of them are torn in half. There's a huge, hulking, gray figure in a tattered black suit, like kind someone would be buried in. This guy's just very indiscriminately making a wreck of the place.
I'm gonna want to fly up right in front of him and land. And I'm going to use commune. We're like, hey man, what's got you bent out of shape?
Grundy miss sound of many bees. Grundy like sound of their buzzing. People make buzzing sound, leave swamp. Grundy mad.
Oh, that was him. And I put the mop on his head.
What was it about
Just
the
have-
buzzing?
Just have Greenwing fly up behind Derek and just.
What?
Roll the hit. Roll the hit. That's a 5.
Ah.
Get on the side a little.
Are you making fun of Grundy with silly hair?
No, not me. That idiot is, but not me.
Wait. Sal, put a purple clown nose on him.
Oh,
Hey, you should settle down.
You are making fun of Grundy.
I'll talk.
Grundy smash purple nose. And then a big fist comes and bam. Let's see if he hits you. An 8. I think an 8's I'm just gonna say he whiffs. Because the
You don't want to kill me?
He would die.
all right, tough choice. All right. So I'm gonna say fine then. I'm gonna say that he misses, you're able to duck, and yeah, you're spared.
He ducks. The wig is still in the air. He punches the wig.
Yeah, I love it.
yeah.
And the wig goes flying and knocks over a telephone pole. Boom.
God.
Yeah.
I didn't clean the mop head.
Okay.
I admit.
All right. So now you've Grundy's even more upset than he was before, but he can't do more than one action in a turn. So back to you guys.
So I think we need to stop this guy going on a rampage. I'll use my
Great job,
overpower.
Golden Avenger.
I'll use my overpower. It's going to cost me an action point, and he can have a pair of concrete overshoes,
Okay. All right.
so he can't move. So he's
Move.
So put the target in a compromised position until they spend a turn getting out of it, and again during this time, any attacks hit them for double damage.
All right. Don Juan.
Well, that's just perfect because I'm going to use my magic strike, overcharge it, so it automatically hits and does 4 points of damage. Oh wait, I believe that would be 8.
Wow. What's this attack look like?
And thank you. This is what I was going to do. It's in the shape of a big green boxing glove.
Right on. Like the size of him.
It's got to be oversized because the damage, right?
Yeah.
It starts flying, and as it gets closer to him,
Like like in Mario, there's those bullets you have to dodge, and there's the great big one that takes up like the whole screen. All right, I can visualize that. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Golden Avenger. There's a massive thing coming this way, and you don't want to be at least in the path.
No.
Seems like they don't care if you get hit or not. So I imagine they didn't necessarily account for you being in the. Yeah.
Rock it up and shoot straight up out of the way.
Okay. So absolutely 8 points of damage. To the face, to the back. How's this?
No, to the face.
To the face. Oh man.
Oh, yeah. Because everybody's
So,
got a plan until.
Wait, if
Mike
that thing was the size of him, wouldn't it just be the entire front of him?
No, it's the size of his
Yeah.
face.
Oh,
Not the
I
size of the actual punching. Yeah.
No, I thought you meant it was like the size of Solomon Grundy.
No, the size of his face.
Oh, okay.
That was my intent.
Okay.
Oh,
Is this coming like uppercut fashion or just a straight?
Straight in.
Straight?
So when GA flies up, it's like choo, and then all of a sudden, right at you.
Damn. All right. So
Point of view.
his head just whips back. It's a sickening cracking sound as this thing makes his head hit the back, between his shoulder blades. How much? Yeah, if he wasn't undead, you for sure think the thing would not survive such an impact. And his head kind of just lingers there, like it's flapped, like a flap. Really devastated by that attack. His tongue hangs out of his mouth like a dog that's overheated.
Balls.
Yes, exactly. And I'll say for free. I'll tell you, Golden Avenger. He's really pacified. The how this has hit him so hard. He's seen the little birds, and he's hearing the
and all the stars in the universe. Yep.
Yes, exactly.
What if
So he can't even use his turn because he's so dazed to try and get out of his concrete boots. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
all right, I'm going to come down, like I'm up in the air, so now I'm going to come down, almost charging with my feet straight at his chest.
All right.
Trying to knock him down.
Yeah, do it.
All right. Oh, this is the lowest I've rolled. 7.
Okay, so tough choice. When you're coming down, remember I told you there was a telephone pole that was knocked? Yeah, there was a green wig that went flying and hit a telephone pole. So there's a wire that I'm gonna say is going to slap you in the on the butt when you come zipping through the air to dive bomb Grundy, or I'll say that when you come in and dive bomb Grundy, that you how about this? You drive him into the ground like a nail.
That works.
And he's still got my overshoes on as well, so he's
right.
Get out of there, buddy.
All right. So you drive him into the ground like a nail. So now you've got this. Well, I guess it's not a problem for people with rings, but otherwise you got a pretty heavy, immobile, and uncooperative person that is 6 feet under because of the driving force. That was Golden Avenger. The other you two doing anything?
Is he like that's it? He's out.
You've conked him, yeah.
So he's unconscious, basically, right? Okay, I'm gonna put the wig on him.
I'm gonna walk up to Don Juan and Sal.
Uh-oh.
As they're standing next to each other, and I'm gonna
shield up.
I'm gonna put my hands down, flicker a little bit of my energy, the yellow energy, and as they look down, there's little micro peens right between their legs.
Micro peen.
That's what you guys get.
Hey, we were just having some fun with the job.
I'm having fun now.
We won.
From the hole, you hear like a sickening sound of bones cracking. You can't see it, but the neck is starting to reform. His head starting to come back on top of his shoulders instead of behind in between his shoulder blades. And you hear a groggy, Grundy, no, like green glove. No more green glove.
Okay, fine. No more green glove, but you got to calm down, okay?
Yeah, you got to play nice there. Always got to come down on you, ain't we?
Why humans always make Grundy miserable? First, take away buzzing, and hit Grundy with green glove. Grundy find peace in swamp. Leave Grundy
Okay.
alone.
Then go back to your swamp, man. Here, have a cigar. Take it with you.
Can't beat a
There's no-
cigar.
This no be boom boom cigar, huh?
No boom boom cigar, man. It's just,
Good idea, though.
I'll remember that for next time.
Okay. Hey, you make things with Chinese on fingers, and maybe you make Grundy bees to take
I
to
knew it.
swamp.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was actually gonna do that. So yeah, I'm gonna make a couple little green bees and kind of like will-o'-the-wisps. You know how that spell works in D&D?
Yeah.
Well, it's not a wisp. The creature actually
Mhm.
gets you lost in the cave. This will get them lost in the swamp.
Oh. And so yeah, there's a stupor and
Have fun,
wonder.
Grundy. Hey, wait a second. Don't forget to give Golden Avenger a kiss before you go.
No, it's okay. It's quite all right. Quite all
Don't
right.
be rude. Don't make the bees disappear.
Oh, I would never do that. I used to be
No. Grundy, if you don't give a kiss, the bees might disappear. A couple of them start winking out.
Oh no! Come here, Goldman. Come here, Goldman.
and then I make little yellow bees. Hey, look, real ones. They're yellow.
Oh, yellow pretty. Yellow pretty.
Throw in some purple also, man.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll give it a go. Make some purple ones. They probably look like they'll look a little bit kind of steampunk.
I say a single tear comes to one of Grundy's eyes, and he says, "This make Grundy miss fruity pebbles." Yes, yeah, he gets it. Yeah, he gets it. Okay, but yeah, he'll happily follow these constructs into the swamp. You have made his day. There's some unhappy and now homeless people that are around you.
I'll give him a hand.
park.
Help the people. Obviously, pack up their stuff or whatever, and give them whatever help they need. If with abilities if necessary, just to help them get all packed up so they can move out.
Perfect. All right. We'll say that you do that, and even give people a couple improvements on the some of the things that were run down and worse for wear. Great work. I will end on that happy note. Pick up next time.
Fantastic.
Come again next week for the further adventures of the Green Lantern, the Golden Apple over there, and the Purple Pie Man.
Same core time, same core channel.
Well done. All right. I guess the Blinded by the Light, or I Can See Clearly Now. What type of title do you want to?
Blinded by the light.
I mean,
Yeah.
Man-Freed Man. We can go with that one.
Okay, cool. I'll put in the books for issue 4.
Fantastic.
See you next time.
All right. How'd that go? Another deuce in the night. Anyway, all right.